So now I've got my two isolation valves. I look out for the direction of flow, so the arrow's pointing that way. So that one goes on this side. And then this one, I look at the arrow direction of flow, that goes on that way. And if all my measurements are correct, the valves are roughly in the same height. Now we're ready to do the offsets. I can tighten these ball fix valves in if I want. If there's something getting tiled, I can isolate the water pipes from here, turn them off, do what I need to do, maybe cap them as well. But at the moment we're going to do these two offsets. So on the taps we have these things called tap connectors, and these fit onto the tap, obviously because they're tap connectors. There's a red fibre washer and just like a compression fitting, a nut and olive. So I put the tap connectors on, and the big reason for the tap connectors is if that basin has been fixed in and masticed in, to get a seal on it, the pipe's got to go in the fitting full slip. That's about 40-50 millimetres. If I make the offset, all I've got to do is run that over to the tap and then bring that nut up on top of it and tighten it in. I've not got to lift the basin or anything or move it. So that's why they're called tap connectors. And the same thing from disconnecting it. I disconnect the top nut, I can move it out 2 or 3 millimetres and get it out. So the first thing I need to do is measure how much pipe I need. I'm going to do these two offsets exactly the same. If the basin is central and the two pipes come up central, the two offsets should be the same size. So at the moment, that's about 300mm down, so I'm going to measure 2 bits of pipe, 400, and I'm going to give myself a wee bit of leeway. So that one's 400, I cut it, and the next one, same size, I cut that. Now the big thing that we get asked from the students is what angle we do the offsets on for the basins. Now the shallower the angle, the longer the offset becomes. If I do 25 degrees, the pipe will come down and bend, but to get that distance across, it could end up really long, which means I either miss the ball fix valve or I've got to move them down even further. And then you see two pipes, two really slow bends coming up and then two bends going into the taps. What we're trying to do is, we're trying to keep the bends nice and tight to the underside of the basin and go in. So really, we only see two pipes. Also, when we put the wash hand basin trap on, there's nothing in the way of the pipe coming out the side to restrict it. The pipes are higher than the waste pipe as well, just to give ourselves a bit of room. So when I do these, depending on the size, I'll probably want to bend these about 70, 80 degrees. But what I do is I want to measure what size they are first of all. So what I do is put the tap connector in, put the pipe in, the tap connector, hopefully. That one's been tightened. Just loosen that off with that. There we go. And all I want to do is measure centre to centre. So I put it in the olive, I get my measuring tape, I don't measure at an angle, I measure directly across. And I would say that's about 110mm on that side. I check the other side, I do exactly the same, I put the pipe in, and I measure that way, and that's about 100mm, 105mm. So the two offsets are exactly the same. I'm going to make two offsets 100mm. The angle I want to do it on is probably 70 degrees, the first bend, and I'm going to do them together. So I've given myself a bit extra. I'm going to measure 110mm down first of all on both pipes. I put an X on the top, that goes on the hook like we did before. I get my bending machine, I hold it up, I put the hook on, and then I put my guide. So what I want to do is, I want to start the bends at exactly the same place. And we've used quite a lot of this before. I've got the 15mm. I'm going to put the mark between the 1 and the 5, like that. So between the 1 and the 5, and I'm going to bend it quite tight, down to about 70 to 80 degrees. Now the cheat that I'm going to do is, I make sure it's on the hook. Once I bend it round, I want the next one, the first bend, to be exactly the same angle. So on the back of the handle, I'm going to put a mark and an arrow. So when I bend the next one from the same point, I get exactly the same angle here. So I can put that one out. I'll put the X on the hook side. I put the mark between the 1 and the 5. I get my guide, I put it in, and now I'm going to bend it around to that mark that I put on, which I think is that one. Now I've got a couple of marks on here because I've been using it for a long time. I can check it, nope, it's the wrong mark. So again, I can go a bit further, find the mark that I wanted, which is that one. I can just check it on the machine, and they two are exactly the same angle. So now I'm happy with that. Pipe bender down, and I can check them. They're roughly the same angle, which I'm really happy with now. So the next one I need to do is I need to bend the next one going down. So I need to work out with the bending machine is I can hold it. The size I want to keep is a bit I've already bent, and I put it in the bending machine. Now on one of the previous videos, when I had the bending machine in a vise, we used the 2 lines for it. Obviously, when I start using the bending machine more and more and more, I get to know what I'm doing. So the 2 lines I don't have to use, but what I can do is, if I get my measuring tape, if I hold it, and what I want to do is, I want this pipe here to be at 90-degree angle from the floor, like that. So I'm going to try and measure the centre, and I'm going to guess, I'm going to use my eyes from here, and I know this pipe is coming down this way on this angle. I get my ruler or measuring tape, and I said it's going to be between 105 and 110 mil. So if I hold the ruler, if you can see the 10, I know for a fact, or I'm looking at it, this end of the tape is too far that way. I want to push the top of the pipe through. So I loosen it off a bit, and I push the pipe through that way, and what I'm doing is I'm decreasing the size of the offset, and hopefully we should get 110 mil. If I hold it in the centre, that's about 100. So what I'm doing is, that pipe bends down here, and I'm measuring it to the centre mark here. I'm just a tiny bit too far that way, so I'm going to drag it back a bit, and then check it again. I'm going to go with that. I think that's about 105, 111 mil. If it's too big or too small, I can bend it a bit more, or I can stretch it. I then make sure it's straight with the bending machine, and then I bend it down a bit more, and make sure that's parallel with that. I'm in the ballpark. I can take it out. If I want, I can check it on the floor, make sure that that's level with the floor. I can take the measurement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it. I'm going to measure from the back side of the pipe to that back side, and we're just about 100, 110, 115. So it's a bit too far than I thought. All I do is hold that. I can stretch it down that way a piece. I can stretch it that way, or failing that, I can put it back in the bender the wrong way and just hold it against myself. The former will support the pipe. I can stretch that back, get something straight. I can use a spirit level, measure that size again, 105 mil. I'm happy with that. There's a slight twist on it. All I do is the gap below me there, hold it and then squeeze it a bit more. Happy with that, happy with that. Now I'm not going to do anything, I'm going to check that if this fits first of all before I do anything else. I can put it in the tap connector and bring it round, and I think that would fit, so I'm happy with that one. And I can check this one, I do the exact same with this one. I put it in, bring it round, and I think if I'd cut that to size, that will go in. So I'm happy with the size of that one. So that is my template for the next one. I get the pipe bender again, I put the size I want to keep on the hook, I put the guide in, that holds it all, then I can use it as a template. So I use it that way, and that, believe it or not, is the right size for me. I'm going to bend it there, so I'm quite happy with that. If I can show you a bit easier again, I want that 90 degrees to the floor. I can hold the pipe in, I can see that's following that route, and that pipe when I bend it will be in there. If I'm not too confident on that, I can just do a simple measurement and just to check it again. That's running about right, and then I'm ready to bend it. Make sure it's straight. I can hold it up. I can also look down the bender that way and make sure they're parallel. That to one side. I can check the two offsets to see if they're the same size, which they are, or I can put them back to back, and I can see, if anything, I may do a bit of wee tweaking. One side's maybe a bit bigger than the other, well that's fine, but the angles are roughly the same. When I put them in the basin, they should be roughly spot on, at the same height. Because I've got a bit of extra on it, I can work out how high I want to put it. I can't go too high because I've also got to get that in the fitting. So what I can do is I would think if I cut it there, that should fit right in the fitting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it in the ball fix valve, if possible. Take a wee bit off the top. And make sure it fits like that. I would be quite happy with that. So what I can do now is, I can mark either the top or the bottom. If I mark the bottom, you'll be able to see it better where I mark it. So I make sure that's in the fitting full slip. And just at the end of the thread, if I pull that back a bit, I can even put my finger in to make sure that's the right size. End of the thread, that's where I'm going to cut that one, round about there. I can take the tap connector off. I'm going to mark it there. And now, when I push it into the fitting, I can bring the tap connector over, and then when I tighten all that up, that should be square. I can do the next one, the exact same size. I can take my measurement from that because everything's level. So I take the top bit off. If anything, I probably want them a bit higher up into the basin. So it didn't take me long to do it, so I probably could do it again if need be. Push that one in. Again, at the end of the thread, mark it. I can cut it. Tap connector off. And all I'm doing, I'm not tightening anything up yet, I'm just making sure everything fits and I'm happy with it all before I do anything major with it. And that is 2 offsets on your wash hand basin. And obviously the bottle trap will go here, and the waste pipe, whatever way it's going to go, will just be underneath the offsets. So to tighten it, I've got 2 spanners. I'm going to tighten the bottom one first. That'll give me a bit of purchase. Again, if I was doing this on site, I would put PTFE paste or JetBlue, or some sort of paste on the olives. That's that one tight. Now to get these, I would need to hold the offset, and I just give it a slight tighten, making sure I'm not moving the valve, which I did there. If it does move, I move it back. I'm going to tighten this one a bit. All I'm doing just now is making sure I'm happy with what I've done. This spanner is small enough to fit on the tap connector. That's tight. Then I do the compression nut at the bottom of the tap connector and make sure that's tight. Fine. Do the same over here. And that, wash hand basin. And if I've got to take them out and tweak them on the bending machine, either more or less, I would do that before I'd finished off. Then obviously cap off the cold feed going to the system at the moment, and I would test it to make sure there's no leaks.